CEO Ronald Hicklin from Creating the Difference. I want to talk a little bit about urethane. It's a hot topic right now, something that's on everybody's mind, and I thought we could put a little bit of information, a little bit of context to the conversation as well. We're an education company. So first off, this ball, the Purple Hammer with the Made in the USA logo, was made in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, was really the ball that kind of created all this drama in the first place, right? These bowling balls were manufactured and they ended up being below the spec. And because of that, bowlers found out quickly that there was an opportunity to create more performance in the right part of the lane. Essentially, a urethane ball like this one, when it goes down the lane, it reads the pattern a little bit earlier than some of the other bowling balls, and it's a little bit smoother, so it's not as violent off the edge of the pattern. That makes it useful when you have a high rev rate. It makes it useful when you're really trying to control the lane. And it also works for people that just don't have a lot of ball speed, your senior players, right? Now, conversely, obviously there's been a lot of things that have happened over time, and I was actually had an interesting situation happen regarding the USBC Open Championships event where I had a player come to the building and he was going down to nationals and he had brought a Purple Hammer in, and his Purple Hammer had the Made in the USA logo, which meant it was made in Hopkinsville as well. And I said, let me just check that bowling ball. So I checked that bowling ball and it was under 72, and I was like, man, you know, there is a problem here, because though the ball is legal to use, which it is completely legal to use because of the way the rules currently are set, it just doesn't feel right, right? The ball, I know from our test, which isn't the official test, and actually with the way the rules are, our test doesn't count. But nonetheless, when we checked it, the ball would be softer than normal, and because of that, it's just not really the best thing, right? Now, here's the other component of that. So I was down there bowling, and there was a lady that was bowling, and she actually was an elderly lady. You could tell it was probably her first time bowling the national event, and she had a Purple Hammer as well. Hers actually was made from Brunswick in Mexico. It didn't have the Made in the USA logo on it. Any of those bowling balls that we've ever checked have always been above the 72 hardness or 73 hardness limit. So I would presume, we don't know, right? I presume that her ball probably wasn't like the bowling ball that came to visit us. But nonetheless, you know, I'm watching this lady bowl and I'm thinking, man, like if you took that ball out of her hands, like that creates a real problem. Maybe she doesn't even bowl anymore. I don't know. So my thought on the whole thing is kind of like this. You know, there are some things that have been tried thus far, right? The PBA made a rule change to move the hardness up to 78. The manufacturers responded by making bowling balls that are 78 hardness. And as a result of that, you know, at least it's a lot harder now to make bowling balls that are below the 73 limit. Not impossible, but harder. Some of the other issues that are kind of involved around this is pattern integrity, right? Like urethane balls, primarily because they don't flare and don't absorb oil, they can really alter the pattern, and that can be a challenging thing to deal with as well. So we've definitely got some things in the sport that we've got to make some decisions on. I hope, my hope is that there are a lot of smart people in the industry, and I feel like this, at any time, is an opportunity for all of those people to kind of come together to solve this problem in the best interest of the bowler and look for a solution that focuses on the bowler. That's my hope from this thing. Whether it is moving the hardness up to 78, maybe it's moving it higher, whether it is banning the technology, coming up with a solution that ultimately benefits the consumer, because without consumers, we're all in trouble. So, you know, my hope is that collectively everybody kind of comes together and that they work to come up with a solution that ultimately will help grow this sport. On behalf of Creating the Difference, I'm Ronald Hicklin. Talk to you guys soon.